You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Princess Pias.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This na the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sheriff.
Inside this program, we go look at plenty things them we happen in the salon throughout the week.
Things like politics, sports, courts, the environment, disability, woman and girl picking them business, and plenty other issues them.
So stay tuned. Now we Liberty Facebook page and self YouTube channel and all that social media platform them for they watch the Liberty Review where they come to you every Saturday from 6 to 7 o'clock na net. Also you go get all you views them but still them where they happen.
The Liberty
Review.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Liberty Review where they come to you live now with Facebook page and Safeway YouTube channel. Don't forget to like we page, comment at the comment section. And the Liberty Review na program they come to every Saturday from 6 to 7 in the evening. And this na program they look at issues them whether happen throughout the week. And when they bring this edition come to you, my name na Princess P as well as we all know. Throughout this week, we get series of issues them. We don't come up, we get for do with politics, we get for do with democracy, and we get for do with good governance. And one of the issues then we see inside the tribunal reports where we see inside don't pull the first term Auditor General and in deputy. And same way so we see the bar situation saga we happen all throughout them things then they happen throughout this week. And some of the issues then they can discuss inside the program this evening. What this mean for good governance, democracy, and safe the rule of law? Well, all that then things then they can discuss inside the program. Don't forget for like we page, comment and share as well for support Liberty Online TV. Well, for joining me for discuss some of the issues then inside the program this evening, I get with me Victor Tutu Rojas. Well, now a civil society activist. Well, now somebody we don't in the media for a very long time, and same way so they work na sideway get for do with law business, and in always done in the media they talk on issues them we get for do with politics, good governance and democracy. Well, they join me today this evening and this edition of the Liberty Review for make we can look at some of the issues that the most trending topic them we happen throughout this week. Good evening, Mr. Rojas, and welcome to Liberty Online TV.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy for being here, and really happy for see the media they grow. I mean, if we get all that kind, opportunities they have for send the message across, then it is moving. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, continue for day with me at the studio. We will come and can continue more for talk on other issues. Then, but just quick one, let me go inside this week. We report a man to sheriff, be they part of one town hall meeting. Also, different people them from government, being go sit down and talk about the sexual, gender-based violence and other issues them we don't they happen inside now the country and waiting government on they do for address some of the issues then they will get for do with sexual and gender-based violence. Well, man to sheriff be they part of the town hall meeting we happen inside this week and put these reports together.
The fight against sexual and gender-based violence. Now one way government after governments don't try for end the country. And we see under this present government, the president been declared this as state emergency. And the First Lady, Madam Fatima Bio, self been launched the Hands of Our Girls campaign for help on this fate. Non-governmental organization then self done the help on this fate. But the sexual and gender-based violence still not issue in the country. Now, for sake of this make Monday, July 8th, the Ministry of Information with support from government and Rainbow Initiative organized one town hall meeting for help discuss and know the way forward for the fight against the sexual and gender-based violence in the country. Chengnoba, now the Minister of Information and have been the moderator of this meeting. Isa Eyon Toki say, President Bio and in government, they work stronger one for help reduce the sexual and gender-based violence in the country.
This is the one country where His Excellency the President a few years ago be declared as a rape and sexual violence a national emergency. Recently, we see a BBC documentary that say, well, Despite that declaration day, we make some gains, but we still get a long way for go. Now that's make the office of the president and the entirety of government come together with we partners them, Rainbow and others who they work together say, we need for do more. What we for do? And how we for push this facts. Because sexual and gender-based violence are a critical factor we for win. Follow we will deliver a big five. Follow we will for do the work we supposed for do for push this country go before. His Excellency the President, a personal champion on this issue. And when, in fact, the minister briefed him recently and said, will they get this town hall? He said, no, not so free, so no more for tap. We will make sure that this conversation continue and continue all across the country.
Daniel Keto, now the executive director for Rainbow Initiative, he say, inside one survey we then do, them fair not say, custom and tradition, compromise, little awareness and other one them. Now one way make the sexual and gender-based violence they continue in the country.
Key findings them today where we conduct this survey sometime between January or last year we can take to this year, we come out with some findings them. We see say influence of social norms. We say customs and tradition. Now one of the beliefs them where they make say where the people them they continue. For me, people them they abuse people them because of the customs them and the traditions them all get. Because we don't think say na normative. We don't think I say na normative. And therefore for change them people their behaviors is becoming very difficult. Compromise and on sexual matters. Compromise they happen a lot. Because of the relationship them all gets and communities them, or we say we all na one. In fact, I go na one community, now the north, they get one language where they can say we all are one. What happen? And even when they hold the perpetrator, when they one can go, then the talk say we all are one. Make we left at so. So the issue of compromise, now issue we'll get for deal with as a nation. Another one is say awareness of GBV risk. There is little awareness around GBV risk because people they visit when they just abuse you, now you don't know that. And then, like, especially some people, they will make decisions on behalf of the child. When they abuse speaking, the parent then will go say, okay, we're not no, not talk anything. Hey, and see, you're not sick. And see, they not get treatment. They just go no more in the well. So, we not understand the consequences when that begin they get for face. Because the issue of abuse or rape, that's something where you get for live with, stay, not to something where you just get for done with. We not understand the things them. Therefore, it affects. A lot of people they don't understand the risk around sexual and gender-based violence.
Austin Demby, now the Minister of Health and Sanitation, inside Iyon Turkey say, then get do a law where they use pandifex against sexual and gender-based violence, and say they not train over 1,000 doctors them where they deal with them crime here, because he say inside 2023, then we get over 6,000 sexual and gender-based violence case them now the ministry.
So for specifically deal with gender-based violence, we don't train about 1,500 healthcare providers where they give you a 360 around support for them victims as well, in family and in support system. So by 2023, we get about 6,800 reported cases to the medical system. You know what's in that deal? If you get 50, see that poster boss then, 130 pull up with people that rape and stuff, and suffer from gender-based violence and stuff. That's completely unacceptable. So we, the healthcare system, two things. First, we will do everything we can to prevent this from happening. Second, we will make sure say we get solidarity with any victim we come now with space. We will treat them with dignity and respect and protecting confidentiality and make sure say you get the requisite medical care.
Conrad Taki, now the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, inside Iyon Turkey say, then get a safety school policy, now different school them, and say, the ministry don't get free toll line outside school picking them where they go through sexual and gender-based violence, but they call for making them report them.
060 if you know of any sexual abuse in any school setting, the minister say that number they need to use for the reports anonymously, and then the Ministry of Education they will take appropriate action.
Yes, let us mention something else. In some school, then they get suggestion box.
Okay.
But what we don't observe is with the suggestion box. Sometimes the school then they put the suggestion box near the head teacher or the principal in the office, and then picking they abuse them. They're not going to use the box.
Absolutely.
So one of the other things they will not plan for doing now for put some other box there, they even outside of the school. Okay. So if you don't get text or waiting, you can still get a report back to me.
William Fayaselu, now the Inspector General of Police, he say the Salon Police they get enough support from the government and other partner them for help them for the fight against sexual and gender-based violence crime them na the country.
We don't expand FSU stations from 82 to 92 all over the country. Anytime we go, we are there. And with the support from UNICEF, we get motorbikes in all of these places. We don't go assign one motorbike to one policeman. Then they take and go and reach the Kaila every weekend. No. So the bike is there. If there's a need for them to use the bike need it. As I talk so, just last week we received 22 motorbikes from UNICEF for enhanced work. We have vehicles in every regional headquarters town for FSU, dedicated to FSU, and motorbikes in every FSU station. So sometimes, there are some cases you don't need too much resources for this. Sometimes we are hinging too much on resources. So something they do now, just the expertise like it for do. I need for take statements, I need for go decision of crime, I need for reconstruct crime. But I am for say without fear that the FSU component of the CLM police is funded. It's funded not only by government, by partners. So it's a multi-sectoral thing we are doing, all of us together. UNICEF, our for the Repo Center, then they make their services available, they make their postcard available to police, for go out for look out for the evidence. Because all of us we are desirous of prosecuting perpetrators. So we are well resourced, not only by government but by other partners in the fight against that.
The police is well resourced. Now clap for that.
William Fayaselu end up call on Salon people not for the afraid for go with them complain them na police as he say then go get the justice we want. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mariatu Sheriff.
Well, from that report today, welcome back now the studio. The program is still watch now the Liberty Review, where they can see you live now Facebook page and several other channels. Them don't forget to like we page, share, comments now the comment section as well for contribute to the discussion where we they get today. And I still get my studio guest Victor Tutu Rojas, we now a seasoned civil society activist we done in the media for a very long time. Well, he there follow can discuss on some of the issues them, the trending topics them will happen throughout this week. One panenge for do with the ongoing bar association saga we still on the continue and other issues them. Good evening once more. Welcome to the Liberty Review.
Thank you.
So as civil society and you don't work around different issues them. We know from the tripartite reports committee to the tribunal reports we don't come out for the former Auditor General and Deputy and now to the bar association issue. But before we can discuss more on the bar association issue, with all of the issues anyway don't they happen week after week. We issues them don't they can get for do it with democracy, good governance as civil society somebody we don't work with the media for a very long time and don't follow issues them. What do you think about some of all of the issues there where they happen? What do you think say the implication where some of them things there gets to with democracy?
Thank you very much. It's a very good topic, and I like the way we say you one level start. I mean, causes and effects. Which actually make within other side of that now. I go happy for talk say one of the things where I don't see don't begin to push will be very lacking in the area of educating the people. We don't want in a country we are in would allow assumption too much for field pass waiting at the exact expectation of information we'll forget. We don't see who say information for come from the government for inform the people as to what they happen. We don't see say the social media it then advance for inform the people there than the government. So in that space, that gap, if we don't make so many things don't go wrong. And the things that have been going wrong get a very bad effect. Where they tell on we democracy, they tell on we governance. I mean, it delay the progress of development, how things therefore go. It creates so much fear and panic within the system. It make the real honest truth is highly, absorbed than the false information that they make things that they debar. Now this is what they get. But good enough, where this time around, the information ministry, they'll be very proactive enough for the educate people there now on timely basis. Because this can be one of the gap will be really not that it has not been happening, but the effectiveness of and efficiency not be there at all. So what has been happening? The media, the social media, and the kind of street around informations, ghettos, clubs or whatsoever, their messages have been moving faster than what is expected to come from the government. So in that, and when you give space to the ordinary people that for let out information, than not having it from the source or delay from the source to allow people to assume and sit on their assumption, for let you can now for talk say, not to say it happen or say it happen, you get for create a delay. And for create that belief, it's not easy. So now there, think that they will be done to see. But now that the information ministry don't be proactive and need to do more, but they don't come into a limelight, I would just see things that they go now faster. You just show the SGBV just now, we say you get the key stakeholders right in the face of the public for let each one give within a your kind of stand where you get against an issue or a topic. Hearing from them is far better than hearing from them, but saying so they get, that that's their mandate. That's what they're supposed to do. But because they're not the kind of sit down and talk, say this week, now this what they do, next week, now then this month, or we don't do it. Now this is not the result. Not coming with an outcome. People come out with an outcome for you. And we don't find out say, even to the ministries now and every other area, the one when every press release, you can get it faster on social media than where it go can like where they go can engage the radios, the TVs for letting me. So people that don't, and we don't get so many criminals or whosoever, whether they play with their kind of documents there and left them in a way we are in, so not to run in the right thing you put. But just because it is on social media, it comes with different voice. By the time you didn't say not to say before command and say they come out, it don't get different message. And for bring down the back. So now that kind of platform there will be done to see. But now that I don't begin to see how best the information ministry is coming, then that means the governance structure is like coming back to where it has been expected to be, and who is to give the right information as to the public to absorb. So you don't find out say some people don't begin to downplay social media informations and now some day then they pass government talk first. So they don't begin to come back to government because they don't begin to see say government don't begin to play some role wherein they bring the real actors to come and speak. So by seeing that, if they improve on it more, and the improvement on it must not be only limited to the ministry of itself, but it's not going to be on any selective justice, but let them use all media. Once in a media house, we thank God enough, community radios are everywhere now. Now online TV will do so. So all these areas are there now without any selective justice. Anytime with information, they let them use other platform there.
Okay.
So when they use other platform there, the message go down there, not to all man get their facility there. Then the town hall meetings, let them make use of the MPs there. We have MPs at every constituency, or we call it ward, whatever. We have them to go and inform their people. Some of these informations are from the parliament for let go out. Now the media, they go pick up, they come for council. But what about the parliamentarians that are there? Then at the place again for go back to the constituency there, okay, and go and inform the people there for whatever they come on at the parliament. they must be the first people to reach their people. Because they go say they see Ampa TV, and not what people they get for Ampa TV. But when their parliamentarians go and stand before them, that this week, before they can, this will talk to Parliament to, and this come out, and they expect to say that this will forgot do, waiting on our input, that give and take. The moment we get there, this misinformation and misleading will be a die out something.
Okay, so as civil society, somebody we don't they talk on different issues. Them, what do you think about the political governance situation in the country with all of the issues that we don't they happen?
The politics area against another thing we are in. Not that politicians they not go downplay or pull down the company political parties. But at the end of the day, it is for the goal of the public.
How?
How? Political parties, during elections, they come into a race. So at the end of the day, we see one where they emerge, and the rest become opposition. And in this opposition, they are there to checkmate the sitting government for ensure, say, waiting where the people that do there, where they say they get in plan, for say, if they're not, they be win. Now this kind of thing for happen. But if they're not there in winning now, and but they expect say this kind of thing, then go change the environment, the country, therefore put up at the government to sit down and know say, this thing, we say a planner, we not say we get up on a manifesto. And when I be don't talk say una can, una they do and this now una time frame. We dey remind una, and we dey be una say una for do. Not to for come out there and talk say, you know, something if they think of this for do so. They take her the other way as if you know if it possible it not go happen. Instead of being a force for put up at that particular sitting government say if it happen. Not to like you gamble with her, you play politics with her, say when me come. The time when they come is 5 years. And 5 years to every life is ongoing. So in that 5 years when that person don't promise, you get your own. You get for counter. But this one we don't promise this your own. Without any pulling down syndrome or make her like say we go able to fade her out so that we walk out the door for 5 years per person your own development. Press this particular hour we sit down and sure say that thing will be not promise. If for do. So when you do, if you come later for be in governance, in that position, you they can now for either follow up or bring another new idea. But this one you don't already established and you don't add to the value of the public.
But you see that particular thing they happen in a saloon?
No, it is too much of a gambling.
So what's responsible for that?
The responsibility is we have the highly political than developmental. And we don't take politics more than the best interest of the country. And when we put the country first, parties diverge into the national issue of itself. At the end of the day, all the groups are not left. They say no more 10 people they can. But because 10 people they're not going to do everything together now, let's get 1 or 2 force, let them talk, the other hand they will come later. So in that process, we now they wait now for like understudy. And some side already supposed to say if I do this, you push on. But they would not find out say everybody want to be conserved and sit down and do EOT, that it bring out to the bigger table when for all man for let them enjoy. So we have been more selfish in our giving to the country than be holistic in the giving of the country.
So what's the impact when they get when it comes to national development?
It divide progress.
How?
It thing where you for do inside 1 month for letting go before. Destruction they create a problem for let it go into 1 year instead of 1 month. And when that they happen, it creates a lot of cry and the people that they feel and the ordinary people there, where they're not there of better footing, they're not there in governance structure. As a worker or whosoever. And what did they expect? Like you go to the business people, you go to the ordinary. The cry will be too much. That inside 1 month, let's assume say sometimes it will be a target 1 month, but it might not be exact 1 month. But if the space is given for let that person act without any obstructions, destruction, but a kind of unity for ensure say, now we can use the word complementary the effort of the government. You will not come full. You expect the government to come full, but with your participation in whatever form, for let add to that push go make the thing where people that for enjoy inside 1 month, either enjoy inside that 1 month, or it go be 1 month plus or 2, but at least they go see the kind of thing say it is happening. But in a situation where something obstructs, it go off entirely, people that if you forget that later it begin to come back, you begin to imagine that time where it don't stop. And when they come back, don't cause a lot of cry, because if you don't raise the people their hope, once you per mind, the moment somebody don't, now like you don't get money. As somebody promises, I get for you 10,000 a year, you don't plan for the 10,000 straight. So in a situation where that 10,000 they not give you, and you don't plan for her, you don't tell on the whole kind of psychology as to how you go recycle that day for come back and fill that gap we be done there.
So also way una assess so then gets for ensure say the political governance situation be developmental, because one thing we make a bring come this most concern on the comments from the public now that the civil society activists them then don't be part of the problems them now the country, because most of the time they are divided. People away for talk on issues them we get for affect the people directly, then they support the things the way the people then they fight against. So Uswolo not get for playing all of this.
Honestly speaking, you're on that track where the divisions are there. Now plenty you can see it's written on the wall. You have honest civil society organizations that do push to follow and see, because the role of the civil society now for remind the government as to what it be say as a policy if they do for reminder, and because a pivotal role, and we are you act on behalf of the public for advocate to the government and for ensure that what the government does say they don't come back for reach to the people there. So you did that kind of middleman game. So in a situation you are not honest for let you play that role, then I mean, you don't suffer the one that way if you really talk for, because the one that more for talk for is the ordinary people. From the government for a sure say, what if you do for the people that for do. So in any, for any civil society that will not play that role, don't create damage to the ordinary people there. And we have, it has been seen. We just encourage that whosoever call himself a civil society activist or a civil society organization, must come back. Let it watch the terms and conditions. Let it watch a job description. Let it watch a mandate as to what in there for and what for do. Because the country don't look at it, don't feel like everybody want now in self-pocket number 9 for flop. Everybody wants, if I for don't build this, I then say now that they now everywhere. So because of that mindset, don't make a total reverse in the area of pushing development. And until people that feel say I'm working for the people, I'm not working for myself. Because working for yourself is to feel your wants, but working for the people is to see how best their lives develop. So until we go back that stage, they will begin to see Sierra Leone move in a very, because when you fight for the few and many suffer, you yourself in the limelight where people that they see like that figure, you become a pressure. Because all my like what you ask so now pressure now on the civil society they say, but so and not also that means the expectation of you to serve is not what you are giving. So because it's not what you are giving becomes a question. Because if we are giving it, not to this kind of question for the ask. Now, how for them they push more than you for the ask. But you sense the role of the civil society as to how, many have become more destructive than developmental. So, it's like we give a reverse, but there are still good ones.
Okay, so just quick one before we cross over to the bar association issue. We all know, say, the tribunal for the former Auditor General Larati Lopez and Deputy Tambamomo, although the reports not be made public to plenty people yet, and even the one where they part of the investigations, they're not able to see the particular reports, but one of the recommendations them now that they remove them people in they don't finally remove them from their position. As somebody we don't follow this particular issue from when it starts, when this come up as civil society, somebody where they look at issues then critically with this approach where government use for remove them people and in the line of duty when they perform their work, although they say now for professional misconduct make them then do some of the issues then they will make the door remove them come under them position. Una think say that this was the best approach where governments will use in terms of this particular issue, the outcome we don't see from this particular incident?
Well, you're talking about from start where this don't begin from way November, I can recall in 2021, and we done the push all to this while to Musa Odeso now. At a start, when the call came for the removal, I think there was a battle that it is constitutional. It has to observe the constitutional procedure till they go through that process, or else the people are not going to be removed. And then we see also the suspension was there, but still under investigation. And this investigation has been going all this while. But what people have been waiting for, and then now they want to let us see, in no way that happen until it go through that process, has been the parliamentary action. We are if we go through parliament and they sit down now, because while it goes through parliament, it is the people's voice. Because, I mean, from just the president within State House, for Leka, to the Auditor General, and they give any other, it will be taken like the president did so. So, all this while, that has been the noise all around, or each and everybody don't they participate on. So, it took some time, because remember from that time to now we are still discussing it. It took some time, but what has been the main aim, we people that they wait for C until they see, or else then it would have been classed in another form, then until it goes through parliament. So the CEO side, it don't just pass through, and talking about professional misconduct, confidentiality, the CEO side voices coming out with issues concerning the Auditor General's office, talking about documents leaking out where they leaked before the pronouncement, talking about the lapses of even those who go to audit. I mean, the collaboration, the compromise, and whatsoever. All these things have been issues under discussion. But at the end of it all, now, what will be the procedure that will be used to have these people out? Or else they will not be, So now that I made Ogo Parliament, it has become the people's voice. There's another issue for debate. But the procedure where the nation will not wait for, and for CCA until it goes through that process, or else they should not be touched. Until that they just don't end on.
Yeah, so as civil society, I just they ask the question that waiting una think of all of this issue we don't they happen to this point?
Well, on my own view, it's like if it can work this way, then we wish for let it work in any other thing where they happen, like saying observing procedure, due process. Because if issues come on board for that quick, so, using the office or whatsoever for just give the issue to something, where process that is due for let go through, not go through, then it becomes an issue.
So what's in the due process waiting for don't follow in this situation?
That was like saying it is constitutional in the area of the Auditor General. It's constitutional. And in no way it could be just sacked where they not observe. I mean, go through the parliament again, because went through that for let come, and they not go through for observance because na a critical position or status where it need government, I mean parliamentary opinion honor for let it kick her out or let it remain or whatever must be done on the issue of the Auditor General's office, because this Auditor General in job now for ensure say it goes all across the government offices for bring on board the right processes that should go through every institution for become a real office for deliver. So if this kind of office in another role they play, then for one or two reasons they want to get out any of the posts where they had, they must observe some processes. And then due processes, if they are not observed, then it becomes another issue. But if they are observed, then we look forward for ensure say for any institution where similar like this, if they want to do that kind of undertake that kind of thing, the procedures that should follow must be observed. If not, yes. So it might be a lesson, but that lesson must not be limited to Auditor General's office, but for ensure say it happened to any other office based on a mandate and a whatever we entails for that particular office, forget that kind of decision there.
Okay, we're continuing for those men on the program. Victor Tutugojas, we're a civil society activist. We're there today. We talk on different issues there inside the program. We're at the Liberty Review, where they can see live now Facebook page and several other channels. Them. Don't forget for like we page, share, comment at the comment section as we for support Liberty Online TV. Well, quick one, we're going to take the Bar Association reports we suicide inside this week. Some members them within the Salon Bar Association gets the EGM we come out from the AGM, as we all know, say inside this year, some time back. Then we get the election na Kenema, but with all of the issues that we come out from that particular election, make as of now the Bar Association does split. Well, the other members them of the association believe say the current executive of the association now one way they not recognize because of all of the issues them where they say come out from the election when we get. Well, this being time then we get the EGM na the Bookfeast Hotel. Well, now we go and see the report where we reporter Mohamed Kamara puts together with some of the issues that will be come out from the EGM where they all.
We are very much surprised to see police officers and men all over the place to prevent us. That is it. Please. And we are a democratic republic.
In this generation,
we are a democratic republic.
But for the upon silence of good people, and we are not going to be silent.
So let's maintain the law. We are not here unlawful. It's a peaceful one. In fact, this time is where we are here. We pray for you. This is a business place. We are not on the street. If there is any tension, you the police will be blamed for this because you have been used by those politicians who do not have the rights, who do not know the law. We are here.
Let's get so. And we are not here.
We are 100%
so freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of speech.
That's not the voices of some lawyers them. As them be raise concern, but the treatment will them be received from the Salon police. As them be stop them for get access for enter the new Bookfeast Hotel compound. Also, them be supposed for all the emergency general meeting EGM. Also, a group of aggrieved lawyer them we get concern, but the outcome of the annual general meeting AGM will be happen this BNTM na Kenema, where them be end up for announce Tuma Adama Gento Kamara Esquire as the Bar Association president. When I forsake this make them group of lawyer here. Decide for all emergency general meeting. Also, then will decide on the way forward for the Bar Association. Some lawyers them explain but waiting and think but the police then treatment to them as they not be allowed them for access to the new Bookfeast Hotel.
The police armed, then get guns, then get rifles, then get tear gas and all of these things. So we are unarmed and it will be foolish for let we engage them for force we way into the hall. I mean, lawyers are civilized, quite apart from waiting other people to talk. I mean, the other parties, they paint me in a picture, say we violent and all of that. But we not don't there and don't observe. In fact, we don't refuse to engage the police in discussion or anything. But they don't block the entrance and they get guns, they armed. And of course, we cannot force our way.
The fact that they stop, it says it all. I don't need to explain to you. If they may doubt the potency of the membership with the Canada, they never laugh with it. But because then they doubt the army, they can't obstruct me. We, Listen, this is the start of a long-run issue. This is the start. We will not be tired. No, not at all. No. We cannot be tired at all.
It was a sham which happened at Kenema, in line with the spirit and letter of a democratic society. That is why some of us, we believe, say we get a duty to stand up and speak the truth and ensure that the right thing be done in a society like this. It's like lawyers, then. People look up to lawyers and for do the right things. Don't decide to call an emergency general meeting. At this meeting, we don't come for can attend. We get, after they see, hundreds of police personnel will be deployed with weapons for disrupt the process. But sadly, the process will not be disrupted because we have other mechanisms, alternative mechanisms that we put in place to make sure we get the good shape.
After then concern here from the lawyers them, one of the presidential candidates during the Bar Association election, Wara Seri Kamal, expressed dissatisfaction but the police their action.
If you want me to stop this meeting, give me a legal basis. Bring me an injunction. They did not. However, the force for good is here to tell us that they can stop anything regardless of if it's a private event, and they claim that this meeting cannot hold because we do not have clearance from the IG. Now, if every company in this country, and we want companies, don't we? Yeah. So, and we are a company limited by guarantee, aren't we? Yeah. So if we have a company, and that company and its members have decided to assemble, decided to meet, to deal with the problems that we are facing, how can that be an illegality? When there is no court order, there is no injunction stopping it. If Ms. Tuma Jabi and the alleged directors are convinced that this is unlawful, they should have done the needful and gone to the courts. This is where the problem is. They did not do the needful, yet because of their positions of power in this country, they are abusing that power. Yes. And they are using the police to prevent us from doing what is lawful. Yes.
Waiting at the next step for the aggrieved lawyer them here. After where the police be stopped them for all the emergency general meeting, Augustine Sorisengbe Mara began this for say.
We have given adequate notice for certain resolutions to be passed. We recognize that the highest organ of the Sierra Leone Bar Association are the members. The members are present here and now. The members are willing to pass these resolutions that will affect the future and the destiny of the legal profession. We would not postpone this meeting. This is not an illegal gathering. Several months ago, we tried many times to get the Inspector General of Police to a meeting because we understand that there are national security concerns. Unfortunately, the IG was unavailable to meet with us. We have complied with every letter of the law. We have dotted our I's and crossed our T's. It is now up to the members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association to tell us here and now whether they are willing to move motions for resolutions in order to replace the outgoing executive led by Madam Michaela.
Lawyer Sorisengbe Mara end up say, even though the police not give them access for all the emergency general meeting inside the New Bookfish Hotel, but then go still carry on for deal with all the motion them for get new executive we go run the affairs of the Bar Association. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
Well, from that report today, Viewers, and welcome back to the studio. My name is Princess Pierce, where they bring this edition country of the Liberty Review. Don't forget to like we page, share, and comment at the comment section. The Liberty Review is a program where they look at issues them where they happen throughout the week. And the bar association saga now one way we don't follow. And as you just get from that report today, we reporter Mohamed Kamara puts together, gets for do with the EGM, where some member them na the bar association all inside this week for saga the issues that will come out from the election where they be get inside May. Outside they don't get no executive, but some members them na the association say the election not be free, fair, and transparent. We make them not recognize this new executive. So the other part of the association get the EGM for get the new body we go run the association. Well, from that report today, I come back now studio to my studio guest Victor Tutu Rogers, where they with me, where don't they with me from where the program start. They talk on different issues them. Now you don't see the reports. We reporter puts together, we get for do with the EGM, where some member then at the bar association being gets inside this week na the Bookfeast Hotel. Although also inside, we all see the police princess will be they do make them not be able for all the EGM inside the hotel, but then do outside the hotel. With all of the issues then day, as civil society activists, I guess from when these issues start inside me, una self done the follow. What does this mean for the rule of law? Now that the bar association, when are the one body we full of lawyers them, we the part of the judiciary, where this na a sector where most people we don't discuss this issue, they say and say, not forget the kind situations they are where a day into. So as una we don't follow up this particular issue, what do not think but the current situation now of the Salon Bar Association?
It's very sad. Very unfortunate, and it just add a story to what they happen on a daily basis. But from an angle way, you're not supposed to be so at all. Because when you talk about the law of the country, you and I seated here, if something happened to you right now, one of the possible they really trust for if any further for take up the issue, you end there with a lawyer. You didn't have police, you don't talk, something don't happen, and you say, well, call your lawyer. You get a lawyer? You say, well, call a lawyer. So, looking at this kind of a professional job, a job of integrity, a job with dignity, a job which personality is unique. They talk about the law. The lawyers talk about the law. Whatever, however, the lawmakers go make anything that, the lawyer is scatter. But if another organization, institution, be do so, waiting next step for the member, now for whether they hire your own lawyer for let them go before now. And the lawyers go tell you in court, who say you go wrong, what you before don't do first, and how you for don't do, and you don't need forfeit for yourself. You need for consult the law. You wait for the law. You don't take laws into your hand. You know, those are the kind of jargons used for normally, you know, say you must respect the due process, the law of itself. This thing not begin from during the elections. And that tells you again about how the elections do go. For say, there's nothing like 100% in anything we do. Human being of itself, or of himself, is not 100%. So likewise, whatever we do, we can never get 100% there. But as a professional institution, who look ahead and see, you know, I mean, lawyers foresee or foretell what you go happen till the next minute. They can even make, whether they make the law, they put it in advance. But if this not happen, in case this happen, now this and this will happen, why did they make that option? Now because a preempt say, along the line something might be. So if when the lawyers go to Kenema to do their elections, their election the day, now like why they say, you ought to know better. Something that the way they happen, you manage your situation because you know say, at the end of the day, if you did not manage it well, it tells on you. And if you allow yourself to come into the public Now like the man when you afraid, I mean when they afraid you, all man they afraid you. Then you can make yourself funny before well they afraid you. You begin to imagine when they go begin to talk now than you. You know they take a make that way they not all they become begin to make before we. Or now like kusa again, papa and mama fed before picking. Then the picking themselves begin to fed before you know what you want to do there. Now they fed before them every day. So looking at this particular scenario, or I mean, kind of a display like that took place, I like way Mara, the lawyer Mara, they say before this time they try for let us see with the IG force. That means there is a procedure to follow. And even when the protest they talk for, whatever you want to do, they say you seek force. That's what the law say. The public the public act tell you say, if I go consult the police, consulting the police for let they cannot for let they tell you say no draw or no draw. Now for let you and they can sit down on the table, you tell them what you want to do, so that they go know the level at which they will give security. Okay. And the provision, the area owner they go for go day, how they go secure day, so that nothing not go happen, because we are a year it talk back. It's a door within a country right now where, you know, you will know what in the political train where they go, we know what in the kind of security issues where they are around with. So you get to know who say they go and why they talk with the police and how they go ensure. Don't mean sometimes security they give, you know, only limited to police. Sometimes to be added like a kind of MacP form where soldiers they all go they based on the level or the gravity of the meteor that they go by. So that's why you seek the consent of the police. You sit and talk and they give you the security. In such a situation, then they happen. Police will be for already already, so nobody not for go barricade they say they not for enter. Because it is to the consent of the police, and the police will give security, and which other police say they come out from the blues go destroy. That will not
okay, so Mr. Rogers, this particular issue na the bus situation we don't drag on for so long, because from May to this time July we day so with all of this issue, just quick one before we take another we'll take spot updates. What does this mean for rule of law in safe with democracy and governance?
It makes the law to be looked like playful. That ordinary person will not be law.
So now we as citizens for be worried about this particular saga.
We have to. There's ordinary citizens that have to, because now the people that they wrong go to. Now that they've seen them divided, they are not in oneness again. They've gone apart. Then you get a case. You are going to give a particular lawyer for which genuinely now for that case if you go. But because they are now divided, they don't see inside one page. If they ought to go meet up in a court by your case, instead of dealing with your case, they go in for the self-force in a kind of revenge. What I would do when they come here, you don't come meet up so. So they even forget about you, your case, for let them go for the self-force. But using your platform for let them act on themselves before they even remember your case. So that one, it will create delay by your case. I mean, it may even make for you get justice for that case, they not go easy. Because so many things will play around that particular case. But if they are in oneness as a union, as an organization, or as an association, a bar association, meaning they behave, speak, and do everything as one, they go find out, say, the confidence in the people will be sure, say, whenever they get to a table or find the justice will prevail. Okay. But in this division, I mean, anybody they take law, I mean, case now to it, and they watch at first. I mean, this lawyer want go to which side, not to other idea. So that they weigh down the first. If they see say the two lawyers, they know they say one a cabal, it will create a kind of fright for say. So this they make now. No wonder, and some of the things they make. Me serving at the legal aid board, we know before they come to United this morning, somebody there before me for talk on the issue where they even go for just get themselves just quietly, peaceful, whatever the person go gale, because they say, you know, I'm going to court. Why you know I'm going to court? And some of the things like this. I know I'm going to court, but me not get money for going to get a pay lawyer. You're going to waste me time. I'll go for paying transport. You know, all those structures.
Okay.
So this kind of thing creates fear on the ground. So that's why you see a lot of number, the wrong goal and legal board. Because they know say and I go higher. If you come to the worst, and the legal board they go give legal representation, which is free.
Okay.
So now for let them go to private chambers for when they can't see this kind of thing will happen and they think of her, they prefer to go the other way where they can get a legal service that will not cost them and they will trust in justice than go where it will be chamber to chamber or wheresoever and competition comes on.
Okay, we'll continue for those time. Program will come back and look wrap up with this edition of the program. We'll go quick and take with sports updates.
For Saga, with sports updates, now the program for this week. Easter Lions and Bo Rangers set for face their West African counterparts, now the CAF Confederation Cup and the CAF Champions League. As the Sierra Leone Premier League champions, Bo Rangers go take on the Ivorian side, San Pedro, na the preliminary stage, na the 2024-2025 CAF Champions League. The match scheduled for the 16th to the 18th inside August under the guidance of Coach John Kister. The team aim for continue the winning strike for advance to the group stage, na the prominent inter-club competition na Africa, as the winner between Bo Rangers and San Pedro go face the winner between Al Hilal na Saudi and Libya na the second round of the competition inside September. During the last competition second rounds, Algerian team CRB Belouizdad be knock out Bo Rangers by 6-2 aggregate scores over the 2 matches them with them be played. Inside the same competition, Easter Lions go play against ASC Giraffe from Senegal. Na the initial stage, na the 2024-2025 inter-club competition. The Killers go play host to their Senegalese counterparts August 16 to the 18th. Then they go later travel to Senegal for first and counterparts na the return leg. The winner between Union Torunga Sportif Racing Club, Abidjan, go play the winner between ASC Giraffe na the second round's qualifiers. Sierra Leonean goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Fabiaski don left Salone for kick-off new chapter na Tanzania after the player be don sign 2-year contract with the Tanzanian club Sinjindi Black Stars for undisclosed fees. The player be decide for make this move just after in contract with Orea Football Club na Guinea be end. During the league we just end, Sinjinda Black Stars secure 11th place na the Tanzania Premier League. As way for provide teaching for coach and development and for promote the development of football na Salone, make the Salone Football Association don introduce the SLFA Coaching B Certificate course for this year. The Football Secretariat go start this course for SLFA Coaching B Certificate, we go start July 22 to August 1 this year. Na the SLFA Secretariat na Kintom inside Freetown. Easter Lions Football Club don unveil coach Mohamed Lamin Kamara as the new head coach for the 2024-2025 season. The club announced the signing of former Osum Star head coach Mohamed Lamin Kamara and Bantal goalkeeper coach Ali Jawad ahead of the new season, as this contract will last for 2 years with option for extend them for more years. Coach ML will lead the Bakum staff for focus on player development, for win games and trophy, and for maintain discipline among the players them. The club commit for support coach ML with all the necessary support, as them believe say in leadership go bring great success na the team. The club also confirm say with the capture of Abdul Karim Bangura Mexes as assistant coach 1, Abdul Rahim Sharif Bellamy as assistant coach 2, and former player Ali Jawad as the club new goalkeeper coach, the club go able to achieve great success. FC Cologne the female striker Kumba Brahima, when a rising star na the Salone Female Premier League, don't continue for capture the attention of the world with an exceptional performance na in club FC Cologne and the national team Sierra Queens. Brahima will join Cologne from Connaught Queens during the summer transfer window. But on they in good form na the Women's Premier League. Brahima na the Golden Boots winner na the Salone Women Premier League. Also in scored 39 golden na the Women Premier League we just end with plenty Woman of the Match award na most of the game them. Winner because of this make them call am for represent Salone na the Ramke Salone Football Association International Woman Day Cup we be playing at Kenema Town. Brahima be play great role na Sierra Queens and success. For the international sports news na the program, Greg Berhalter they don't remove him from in duty for serve as head coach for America male national team after way them be don't come out from the Copa America na their home soil. The United States be failed for advance from the group stage na the tournament after then shock 2-1 defeat to Romania and also lost to Uruguay where then 2 match there make Berhalter in future be they in doubt. Coach Berhalter then be hired him 2018 and he be lead the US national team to the knockout stage at the World Cup 2022, but he be later get disagreements with Gio Rana when one of the team brightest young star. Berhalter don't be the first former national team player for coach the United States at the World Cup as he be win 44 out of the 74 match them where he be serve as head coach. Bayern Munich don't sign Portugal midfielder Joe Palhinha from England side Fulham on a 4-year contract. The 29-year-old will move to Fulham inside 2022. Be make but 79 appearance for the Premier League club, now all competition, and then be also feature 31 term for play for Portugal senior team. Palhinha in deal worth but 51 million euros as this player be done the close for join Bayern Munich inside 2023, but the deal not be go through on the deadline day na the transfer window. Bayern Munich appoint Vincent Kompany as head coach after way Bayern Leverkusen end the 11-year reign as Bundesliga champions. Palhinha don't be Bayern Munich the second major signing na the transfer window from the Premier League after way they be don't accuse them for Crystal Palace the winger Michael Olise. For we gossip column, Paris Saint-Germain set for rival with Manchester United na the race for sign Benfica the 19-year-old Portugal international midfielder Joe Navas. Barcelona don't agree deal in principle for Atletico Bilbao, then 21-year-old Spain forward Nico Williams. Arsenal don't accept loan offer from Lazio for the 24-year-old Portugal fullback Nuno Tavares, with option for Bayern we go dey around 6 million to 7 million. Chelsea not interested for trigger 26-year-old Spain forward Dani Olmo a 50 million release clause that RB Leipzig. Liverpool, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid all on be possible destination for 29-year-old France midfielder Andy Rabiot, when a free agent after in Juve contract be don't expire last month. Marcel they show interest over Arsenal, then 25-year-old England striker Eddie Keita. For we sports updates, me and Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
Welcome back. The progress they watch at Liberty Review, they can see you live now on Facebook page and for YouTube channel. Don't forget to like we page, share, comments at the comment section as we for support Liberty Online TV. And I still get me studio get Victor Tutu Rogers, we in a civil society activist, where they had to talk about issues that were happening throughout this week. As we wrap up this edition of the program because time don't beat we now. With all of this issue that happened at the bar association, which you think saying are the best way forward for address some of the issues there?
The Bar Association have senior stakeholders. They get senior lawyers there. This is not a platform where they just make for let them ensure say they live as a kind of union, a kind of society to be in oneness. So that in their organizations they can able forgo and talk on issues where they deal around with the legal profession. So they're not going to let see them die down. And they never watch her and left her saying at the business. So if this kind is a mistake, you know, when you look at the legal profession, the young ones that don't come in. And the kind training where they come into the profession with, compared to the one that they done the day before. And we know about the association, area, aims and objective, and the norms and how they be done they nurture themselves before. I think the need for inject that kind of spirit into the new ones let them know say they forget patient for deal with issues because they are figures. People that are like an eye where people they trust. So for anything we go create a kind of funny in the public, they tell on the profession.
Okay.
And if they tell on the economy of the profession of itself, because when you look at the legal institutions, the chambers that they get, at the end of the day, they want their clients that come at the chambers, they take cases up with them for go talk for them on their behalf, and at the end they raise money for upkeep the chambers where they get. So they're not for me, let the public look that kind way they for fix not only for trust, they for find another avenue for deal with the legal issues. So let them go back quickly. It has to be very speedily to the drawing board, senior stakeholders, people that are, they can see them as consultants now. They're not old, but they have the experience. Let us sit down and bring them back and put them together and let us see themselves as one and not a divided force.
Okay.
With that, they can enjoy the profession. But anything off that, I mean, they will let the public not to even consider the profession as a...
Okay, well, plenty thank you, Jeremy, at the studio this evening.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay. The program you be watch at the Liberty Review. We can see you live on our Facebook page and for YouTube channel. Well, that's Victor Tutu Rogers. We're a civil society activist. We don't talk about issues that will happen throughout this week. We say don't talk about the issue of the bar association and political governance as well. Continue for follow Liberty Online TV as we get with different programs. Them Mondays to Fridays we get breakfast show they can to you from 8 to 9:30 and Wednesday we get education talk 6 to 6:30. Friday we get to entertainment program where they can to 5 to 6 o'clock and Saturday we get sport updates, we get Laugh-Land and the review where they can to you. Don't forget for the like we page and tell you we can online, get your notification bell as we go notify you and tell we can online. That's how we go for support Liberty Online TV for go. Plenty thank you to the technical team, Dennis Kamara and Emmanuel Malikambul. We make you watch we live now Facebook page and for YouTube channel. Don't forget for like we page, share and comment at the comment section for anything we come online. So meet again next week Saturday.
The Liberty
Review. And get yourself a lovely weekend. This is the Liberty Review with me, Princess Spears.
This is the Liberty Review with me, Mohamed Kamara.
This is the Liberty Review with me, Mariatu Sheriff.
Inside this program, we go look at plenty things them we happen in the salon throughout the week.
Things like politics, sports, courts, the environment, disability, woman and girl picking them business, and plenty other issues them.
So stay tuned. Now we Liberty Facebook page and for YouTube channel and all that social media platform them for they watch the Liberty Review where they come to you every Saturday from 6 to 7 o'clock na net. Also you go get all you views them but still them where they happen.
The Liberty
Review.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.